Imagine a world where your feelings aren't just feelings. What if your joy could heal? Your anger could burn cities to the ground? And your despair could drain the very life from the world around you? This isn't just a fantasy. It's a reality where emotions are the ultimate weapons, and humanity is locked in a war for its very soul. Welcome, everyone, to a deep dive into one of the most fascinating concepts in modern storytelling, the idea of emotions as a tangible, destructive, and even creative force. Today, we are going to explore how this concept creates incredible narratives, complex characters, and stakes that feel deeply personal because, well, they are. We've all felt overwhelming rage, profound sadness, or pure, unadulterated joy. Now, let's explore what happens when those feelings can literally reshape the world. Let's set the scene. Picture a sprawling metropolis, not unlike our own, but with a terrifying twist. The sky isn't filled with smoke, it's stained a deep, pulsating crimson. This isn't from a fire in the traditional sense. It's rage. The collective, unbridled fury of millions has manifested, scorching the very air. Buildings aren't just collapsing, they're groaning under the weight of shared anger, their structures weakened by pure, concentrated hostility. This is the world of our story, a world on the brink, where a single, powerful emotion can become a citywide catastrophe. This isn't just a backdrop, it's a character in itself, a constant, simmering threat that reminds everyone of the thin line they walk. And in the heart of this crimson chaos, we find our hero, Kale. While the world around him screams, Kale is a fortress of silence. You see him walking through streets where arguments escalate into physical, fiery blasts, where road rage literally melts asphalt. But Kale's face is a mask of calm. He's learned from a young age that in this world, to feel is to be a danger. To love is to be vulnerable. To rage is to become the monster you fear. So he's built walls around his heart, stone by stone, becoming a master of suppression. He believes this control is his strength, his only way to survive without adding to the destruction. He's an emotional stoic, navigating a world of emotional anarchists. But as we'll soon see, suppressing a volcano doesn't make it go away. It just builds the pressure for a much, much bigger explosion. Every hero needs a villain, and in a world powered by emotion, the ultimate villain wouldn't be someone who wants to destroy the world, but someone who wants to consume its heart. Enter Malika. He's not a king on a throne of gold. He's a phantom who thrives in the shadows of the soul. We see him standing over a crowd, but this isn't a rally of adoring fans. It's a gathering of the hopeless. People who have lost everything, their faces etched with utter despair. And from them, a haunting, ethereal purple energy rises, the very essence of their sorrow. Malika doesn't just watch, he breathes it in. With every wisp of despair he absorbs, he grows stronger, more powerful. He's a parasite of the psyche, feeding on hopelessness. He doesn't just want to conquer the world, he wants to drain it of all light, all hope, all joy, leaving behind a hollow shell of sorrow that exists only to fuel him. This makes him terrifying, because his greatest weapon is our own weakness. Kale's philosophy of suppression is about to be shattered. In a brutal clash against Malika's forces, one of Kale's closest allies, a beacon of hope in their small resistance group, falls in battle. The life drains from her, and despair begins to creep into the hearts of everyone watching. Kale watches, his internal walls beginning to crack. He rushes to her side, his own suppressed grief threatening to overwhelm him. But then, something incredible happens. Another member of their team, someone who, unlike Kale, has always worn her heart on her sleeve, kneels beside the fallen warrior. She isn't a fighter or a strategist. Her power is love. A pure, unconditional love for her friend. A warm, golden light emanates from her hands, pouring into the fallen ally. It's not a violent force. It's gentle, nurturing. Slowly, miraculously, the wounds begin to close. Color returns to her friend's face. The golden light of love has literally defied death. For the first time, Kale witnesses an emotion not as a weapon of destruction, but as a force of creation and healing. This single moment changes everything for him. He realizes that by suppressing all his feelings, he has also cut himself off from the most powerful, positive force of all. This revelation is the spark that ignites the volcano. Seeing the power of a positive emotion, Kale finally understands. His control wasn't strength, it was a cage. He looks at Malika, who is gloating, feeding on the despair from the recent battle. He looks at his revived friend, glowing with the light of another's love. And for the first time in years, Kale lets the walls fall. All of it. The rage is suppressed for a lifetime, the sorrow for a world in pain, the fear he's hidden, and the tiny, flickering flame of hope and love he never dared to acknowledge. All of these emotions, a lifetime's worth, come rushing to the surface at once. He doesn't just feel one thing, he feels everything. And it doesn't manifest as one color. Instead, a blinding, prismatic explosion of pure energy erupts from him. Red fury, blue sadness, golden joy, green envy, a rainbow of raw, untamed emotional power that vaporizes everything in its immediate vicinity. Kale doesn't just get angry. He becomes an avatar of all human feeling, a living paradox of destructive and creative force. Malika, for the first time, looks afraid. What follows is not just a battle, it's a symphony of emotional warfare. On one side, you have Malika, wielding the monolithic, all-consuming purple of despair, a force that drains, weakens, and suffocates. On the other, Kale, a whirlwind of prismatic light, constantly shifting. He unleashes tendrils of red-hot rage that clash against Malika's shields of sorrow. He projects waves of golden joy that momentarily revive the desolate landscape around them. He even uses his deep, blue sadness not as a weakness, but as a dense, heavy force to anchor Malika in place. It's a breathtaking, chaotic dance. Each color, each emotion, is a different weapon with a different purpose. It's the ultimate struggle, the singular, nihilistic power of despair versus the chaotic, vibrant, and unpredictable power of the complete human experience. The very fabric of reality seems to warp and tear under the strain of this immense emotional conflict. The climax is a cataclysmic explosion of purple and prismatic light, a blast so powerful it whites out the entire screen. The sound is deafening, a crescendo of every emotion felt at once. And then, nothing. Absolute silence. The screen fades in from white to reveal the battlefield. It's eerily quiet. There's no sign of Kale. No sign of Malika. The crimson glow in the sky is gone. The purple haze of despair has vanished. For the first time in a long time, the world is quiet. The silence is profound, heavy, and unnerving. It's not the peaceful quiet of victory, nor the somber quiet of defeat. It's an empty, haunting silence. Did Kale win? Did Malika? Did they annihilate each other? Or did they ascend to some new form of existence? The silence offers no answers, leaving us with a chilling, lingering question. In a war of emotions, what does it truly mean to win? And what is left of the world, or the soul, when the fighting is over? This powerful narrative structure leaves us thinking long after the credits roll. The idea of weaponized emotions is a mirror to our own world, where words and feelings can build people up or tear them down. It's a brilliant storytelling device that makes the stakes incredibly high and universally relatable. What did you think of this concept? Who do you think won in that final, silent moment? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed deep dives into the art of storytelling, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.